Howdy, howdy, folks. It is Quinnie back at you with another video. I hope you guys are having a good day because I sure am. This video I have been holding on for a while, but due to the requests of two people, my one of my friends and a friend of said friend, my friend being my close associate and my fellow, Harletts member, Samuel, and his friend Jace, which he is a very he is a sweetheart. Let's just put it that way. And it is about a hyena that is from Berdan, where they reside. Called his name is Tito, but a lot of people from that way call him Ty. This guy right here is, let's just say, he is a real piece of work. Let's just say he is not as dangerous as some of the, let's just say, criminal leaders that I've talked about on this channel, but he has some of the most, let's just say, he is one of the most manipulative out of all of them. And it's safe to say that this guy's intellect, he's not just, let's just say, he's not just manipulative, but he is extremely smart. And being smart and being manipulative is a dangerous combination. So let's get down to it. Let's just say everything I'm about to say is solely from the mouths of both Jace and Samuel, because I've never met the guy before. I don't know him. So I don't have anything really to say about him on a personal level besides, of the master manipulation. But anyway, he is from a neighborhood in the northwest part of Vermilion City named Berdan. Now, Berdan is not like Angels Park or Gadberry, where there are gang strongholds and stuff like that, but they are more so a neutral place. Even though they do have their fair share in crime, but it's not as high as, like I said, other neighborhoods in the city. But anyway, Berdan is a mix of species place. It is a place that is mixed with species like hedgehogs, echidnas, bunnies, cats, canines. It doesn't matter. You'll pretty much find every species in Berdan living amongst each other in harmony. But anyway, back to Tito. I don't know anything about his early life, about his upbringing or anything like that, so we'll skip to that. But from what Jace has told me, especially about, his ongoings in the streets, he was the leader. He used to be a leader of a gang called the Rascals, which Jace and Samuel used to be members of back in the day. So he used to run that gang with a ton of other people that they knew, but they either moved on or, perished or whatever you want to say. And at that point in time, he was moving a lot of substances. He was a street pharmacist. And and Samuel would help with that, and also Jace would be one of his runners. Jace pretty much, long story short, Jace got screwed over by him. He basically wanted Jace to take the rap for all of the drugs that were pretty much stashed in a safe house in Berdan. The police and the MTF raided it, and Jace pretty much took the fall. He got a 10-year sentence, but he only spent 3 years in there, and he got out on parole. And Samuel pretty much just broke off entirely after that whole thing went down, and he did whatever he was doing until he joined the Harlots. But while Tito was in jail, or but or but while Jace was in jail, I'm sorry, Tito pretty much told Jace that he was going to take care of his family while he was inside. Jay said that didn't happen. Pretty much after he went inside, all hell broke loose when it came to Tito. Pretty much, Tito would get his mom hooked on a substance. I don't know what substance it was, but it went crazy in the streets. It was absolutely just awful. And he would pretty much just take advantage of his mother. He also has other siblings. Jace has a younger sister named Jocelyn, and he also has a younger brother named Jasper. Pretty much, Tito tried to also take advantage of Jocelyn, but Jocelyn was not having any of it. And with Jasper, he ended up basically twisting Jasper's head to the point where Jasper ended up getting locked up for a while as well. And Tito even got Jace's mother to even do a lot of, let's just say, stuff for him, which is actually pretty crazy. And that's where that master manipulation comes in. It was just, it just makes me shiver just thinking about it. And then after he got out, he just thought that all of his family hated him. His mother pretty much hated him. His siblings also did, but at the same, like, his siblings even thought like that Jace abandoned them after he got out of prison, because they didn't even know he got out of prison. But Jocelyn went looking for him. He basically was crashing at Samuel's house. He still is to this day. And Jocelyn found him at Samuel's house and they reunited. Basically, he told her everything that happened, and she basically just trusted him again. Same with Jasper. After Jasper got out of prison, he went to Samuel's house and found found Jason Jocelyn there, and he pretty much just ended up, reconnecting with his family. But his mother was just way too far gone under Tito's spell and under Tito's influence, and he pretty much just broke her off and never talked to her again. It's really just sad to see how just it's just on another level. Like, this man has the manipulation like level of Denji of the Demon Clan, and of that wolf named Sheldon that I talked about a couple of videos ago. But this guy is not as dangerous. Let's just put it that way. That's the only thing I could say about him. He is not as dangerous as both of them. So nowadays, from what Samuel and Jace have told me about Tito, nowadays he has invested the money he has made in the streets into different ventures. Like, the one that I have heard about most that they talked about is he started up a racing team that does amateur and professional racing. And he pretty much would hire drivers. The main driver is his girlfriend, Stella, which he basically took her from amateur to being a professional driver. And the thing about it is that Tito is extremely unfaithful, because this man pretty much can manipulate anybody he wants to, and he can get into anybody's pants that he wants to. I remember basically going to my dad talking about this after Samuel told me, and one of his drivers, actually, her name is Jolene. She's a shark. She is a shark that is also a professional racer. She basically used to work for Tito. She used to race for Tito, but after seeing how manipulative he was, and the fact that he also tried to get into her pants, she pretty much just left him completely. And my dad picked her up, and she races under my dad's imprint now. She pretty much said that he would just do this with anybody he could. He would be in everyone's pants. Let's just put it that way. From prostitutes to lower to higher ups to CEOs to important people and to this and also like he had a relationship with this, let's just say he had a relationship with this one certain like it's just this one certain mechanic that's from Berdan. His name is Rico. The thing about that is I'm not going to get too deep into him because the with the things he's done, he pretty much deserves his own video. But he has the know all in the streets to do pretty much anything because of how often he gets around and how often he hooks up with people. And his girlfriend pretty much is oblivious to everything he does. He is a like I said, he is a very, very, very manipulative person. And it just shows how it just shows how easily it just shows how easily that sex pretty much like gets you anywhere in the city. But hey, it is what it is. Here's a fun fact about Tito that Jolene told me before I decided to make this video, right? Uh Tito tried to tried to actually join the Demon Clan, but they denied him because they thought he was pretty much a nuisance. And that's actually pretty hilarious to me. And it's just pretty wild that to think that like the Demon Clan denied him. I mean, I guess that's why he is the way he is now. Because in my opinion, I think he's one of those people that can't take no for an answer. But other than that, like usually what he does now if he's not managing his racing team is that he is also a street racer that has a team of other street racers with him. I don't know their names, but they usually meet up at like this parking garage where a lot of the car clubs meet to have races and show off their cars and stuff. And he's usually out there challenging people for money and pink slips. And he has let's just say he has like other people that are with him that are also like really just, I guess you could say they're weird in their own way, but I don't know about them too much to say to say much. So I'm not going to talk about them. But that's pretty much what I have to say about Tito. Uh nothing really more just nothing really more like to say about him because like I said, I'm going off of what Jace and Jason Shell sorry, tongue twister. I'm just going off of what Jace and Samuel said about him because like I said, I don't know the guy. I've never met him. And I'm not going to sit here and make up lies about a guy that I've never met. But anyway, that's it. I hope you guys have a great day. And as always, stay pretty, my Harletts.